Finance and HR applications, they've gone together like a horse and carriage since mainframe days. Now they're together again in the cloud. What do you and your business get out of them being hitched up again? Welcome to Firing Line. I'm Bill Kutik. With me to discuss this question is Mike Ettling, president of SAP SuccessFactors, one of our industry's top 3 executives, who happened to start his life as a chartered accountant in South Africa. So he knows finance, but I think he's fully recovered now. Hello, Mike. It's been 2 years since you've been here. Too long. Glad you made it back.
It's great to be back and recovered.
Mike, before we get to HCM and finance, I know that you recently had your 3rd child, your first daughter, Talia, and you've been taking chunks of paternity leave in order to be with her. Now, you know I'm sort of a cynical guy. Paternity leave has gotten a lot of lip service in the last few years, but you're running a $1.5 billion company. So tell me, what was the why? I don't know how you do it, but let's first talk about the why you did it.
I think I'm a pretty passionate guy about work and what I do, and I really enjoy what I do. And when you have a new bundle of joy coming into your life, you got to be able to spread the passion around. Being a cloud guy, I kind of think of it as multi-tenant passion.
So let's get to the heart of HCM and finance. As I said at the top, together for 40 years, together again. Why is this important to the people watching and their companies?
I think of HCM and finance kind of like driving a stick shift car, if you still know what that is in the United States.
Drive one myself, actually.
You must be one of the very few. But a stick shift car, the coordination between the clutch and the gear to actually have the driving effect is what it's all about. And if you think of business, forget all the MBA textbooks, forget all the books which have been written on business and management. There are really only 2 levers or 2 stick shifts you can pull. One is people, the other is money. And any CEO, any leader has to be very cognizant of how do you pull those levers to get the results. And therefore, you have to know when you pull the people lever, what's the money impact? When you pull the money lever, what's the people impact? What you don't want is that classic picture of when the teenager tries to drive a stick shift and the car's bouncing along the road.
Right.
So finance and HR has to go together to get that smooth effect in business.
Recently, SAP made an announcement about giving up performance ratings in a pilot project within the company. But what's your take on performance reviews and ratings? How do you think they should be done in the best of all worlds?
And what do we really want in these reviews? We want a quality conversation. And most people will say their performance review is not a quality conversation. So I fundamentally believe human beings are best when we give performance feedback in the moment. Think of you're practicing with your golf coach and you're doing lessons every week and he says, don't worry, I'll tell you what's wrong in 6 months' time. We'll sit down in 6 months' time and I remember that stroke you did back in February. That wasn't quite right. Well, that's the same in performance reviews. So we see the world moving to this concept of continuous performance management, feedback, regular coaching, regular input. And the annual process is going to become a conversation informed by data which has been created through those processes. But you really want to get to an annual conversation which is not a surprise. Then we get to an anxiety-free world, and then we get true performance.
Mike, thanks so much for bringing the personal and the professional to the table. I really enjoyed hearing about it. We got to make this shorter than 2 years next time, okay?
Totally agree.
We'll have you back.
Thank you.
Don't miss next month's episode of Firing Line. It's easy. Just click on the red subscribe box at the end. You'll get just 1 email notice, I promise, 1, when the next program has been posted. We want to know what you think, too. Write your comments directly on the YouTube page. I'll answer them. Go to our new Facebook page or send us an old-fashioned email to bill@kutik.com. We want to hear what you think. So thank you for watching. I'm Bill Kutik.